What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And today not too much has happened. The Bitcoin price is remaining pretty boring, guys. Not too much going on. So guys, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, go over a little bit of news involving the most popular times for Bitcoin trading. And guys, if that sounds good to you, be sure to check out my page and subscribe. I've been doing this every single day and just having a great time and making good calls. So guys, if that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. So guys, the price has been moving sideways and up, as I said, since the drop all the way down to 8,930. Okay, just a sideways and up, and just kind of, it's pretty boring, guys. There's not much to say. It's pretty boring. We do have a tightening of the Bollinger Bands going on. Okay, the EMA 20 is below the EMA 55. Okay, and we still have some bearish candles going on. So there's a lot of indecision in the market right now. I'm hoping we do get a bounce out of this into some higher coin, like the $9,200 range. That's what I would like to see happen. But if we continue this downward pressure, we could end up down in the 9,000s again. What I think is going to happen is just still the sideways motion for a few days and then a bounce back up. So when is that going to happen exactly? I think it'll happen over the next day and a half, not tomorrow, but the next day. Or it'll happen Monday, when things start to get active again. I've noticed something, the weekends are usually pretty bland, and then come Monday when all the big traders come back in, there's a correlation there, I've noticed. So guys, there might not be too much action over the next few days, but if we do get a movement, I think we're gonna get a movement to the upside this time. So a $9,160 to $200 range, okay, if we get a move, which would be really good. So I think that we can definitely make a move to that upside. It's just the cards have to fall into the right places, guys. So on a good note, we are putting in a higher low than a recent low. So that's good. So guys, we still got to work our way back up into this ascending triangle. I'm leaving the graph up for now just because there could be a lot of change. And for the most part, we have followed this trend for a long time. And yes, we've broken this trend line for the first time. So guys, that's only been a few days. So that's why I'm leaving it up, is because we could end up bouncing back up into this channel. Okay, but that being said, where it's at now, we would end up in the $10,000 range. So the channel isn't good anymore, and I have to reanalyze that, but the triangle is still good, and we could end up back in this triangle and bounce around a little bit more, which would be really a good sign. It would be a very bullish sign if we ended up back up into the $9,400 range, and then we're able to bounce up. That would be a really good sign, guys. So keep that in mind moving forward, that I think we're gonna end up bouncing up. I don't wanna see us going down again into these lower channels. I think that would just be very bearish and not a good sign. But guys, let's check out some other coins. I want to check out Electroneum. We are down in that box that I've been talking about. We kind of dipped out of it, went back up, and then went back down. So guys, that is a bearish sign. We are back in this triangle, and these triangles usually do end up breaking to the downside. So there's a very real possibility we could end up in the fours again. It's just a matter of time. Now, that's not necessarily a huge bearish thing for Electroneum. Yes, we are below the low of 0.005. So as long as we're above 0.005 and putting in a higher low, I think that's a really good sign for Electroneum. We got to work our way back up to this green box though to be full on bullish again. So that's something you guys have to keep mindful of. And it just depends where you got in. If you're in with Fastcoin, you got in here, it's going to be heading down, so I would get out again and then rebuy the dip. But if you're in somewhere, down here, 0.002 or 3, you could probably hold it out a little bit longer, but I am telling you it's probably going to be going down into this triangle here a little further. Maybe we'll get a bounce right at the 0.0056 level right here, guys. We could get a bounce right there because we had a bounce there previously on the 30th right there. So a bounce there could happen, but we got to see exactly how it plays out. We do have a lot of bearish candles right now. So that's not the best sign. We have, a bearish engulfing right here. Okay, so that's why we're getting this kind of push down right here. The candles will show you the way, guys. That's all I can really say about that kind of stuff. You got to find the trend, you got to find the support levels, and then, you got to find the trigger entries, So the trigger entries are very important because that's how you know exactly when to enter the market and when to leave it. So guys, I think we're going to be heading down a little bit more, but don't lose faith in Electroneum. There's a lot of good stuff going on there. So guys, I think it's just a matter of time before we get another big run going, because what it's doing is it's kind of moving down, coiling up, shooting up, coiling, shooting up. So I think that if we can continue this phase, we can end up pushing back up to the higher levels towards a cent again. It's just they have to build some more strength first. I think as the project proceeds and people are seeing the progress, we'll start to see higher prices again. But right now, it's just people like the weak hands are being weeded out for sure, and that's nothing to worry about, guys. The strong hands will prevail. And guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about Zcash. We have had a bit of a sell-off going on from the peak top at around $62. We dropped all the way back down to 50 some dollars. So we went right back through this triangle, broke down to the downside, and have been moving downward to the right. Okay, guys, so I also think Zcash has a lot of promise too. I've seen prices all the way up in the hundreds and all the way down to 18 bucks. So I think there's a lot of room to the upside, and I don't think we're going to be seeing the lows unless Bitcoin has another big downtrod again. Say like it goes down to the 7s or 6s or something, then we could see a big price manipulation for all the coins all over the place. But until that time, I think we're just going to kind of be stable and fluctuating a little bit. But there's definitely been, a 10 to 15% drop here. Let's see exactly what it was from top to bottom. So yeah, it's a 20%, 208 bars. That's 10 days, so a 10-day drop, 20%. Okay, guys. So, it's definitely, discouraging when you see these kind of things. But guys, I can't stress enough that, Zcash is also a very good project and has a lot going on for it. And it has a lot of room to the upside, especially now that the miners aren't as very strong into the coin. There used to be a lot of people mining it, and that's when the price was up and it was kind of driving the price down. But I think it kind of bottomed out at $18, back here in March, and we've been steadily moving up on this channel. And again, it's the first time it broke out of this channel. So you notice Bitcoin had the same kind of breakout of the channel. So did Zcash. They almost look identical, guys. Electroneum looks very one of its own there, though. Completely different. Okay, guys, and look at Litecoin even. I have no graphs on Litecoin, but you can see a big drop, and then they kind of panned off at May and have been moving sideways since May. So they got all the way up to $51 from the low of $25. Okay, so guys, it's just kind of what's going on all over the place right now. Bitcoin, Zec, Litecoin, they all have the same kind of pattern here. And they've just broken out of their channel and they're, ascending triangle for the first time. So guys, it's a moment of indecision of what's going to happen. And the bulls really need to come in and push the buying price up. And the bears need to stop selling coin at these levels, because that's only accumulating to the bearish pressure. So guys, there's certain times that are more profitable than others. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about that. So set your alarms. Most Bitcoin is now traded during these hours, and according to data currently circulating on social media, volatility for the largest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization is highly correlated with the opening of the United States markets. So that's what I was talking about Monday being a very popular, or not popular, but a very booming time, and that's why it kind of feels boring right now, because not a lot's going on. But Monday will roll around, we might get a lot of activity. Further data from on-chain analyst Skew confirms the trend at present around 4 p.m. UTC marks the most intense time for data trading, for Bitcoin trading. Okay, guys, there it is. There's the volatility spikes right there, there, and there. And that's around 4 p.m. Okay, guys. So as an example, of the past 30 days, Coinbase saw an average of 6.5 million in volume between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. UTC. The quietest hour, 9 a.m., saw around 2 million. Those times corresponded to around 12 p.m. EST, or 2.5 hours after NY market officially opened. So the changing face of Bitcoin trading is the composition of Bitcoin trading area has always undergone a metamorphosis, with bigger players and more capital entering. As recently covered by Cointelegraph, Bitcoin derivatives markets continue to set volume and open interest records in 2020. So guys, there's a lot of people that have Bitcoin. There's more wallets than ever. It's definitely moving in a positive way. Despite all the coronavirus drama, I think that Bitcoin is still, one of the most powerful assets out there and moving up in just a great way and changing lives left and right. So I think as cryptocurrency moves along and time moves along, I think cryptocurrency is going to become more and more popular and be more mass adopted, and more people are going to be using it. And before you know it, things like fiat are going to be really pushed to the side, because nobody's going to want to carry money around anymore. Everybody's going to have their digital stuff. And I think that's the future, guys. It's just a matter of time. It makes sense. So I think, the more these bigger companies get into it and the bigger players get into it, and with more capital, we're going to see big price change. And the sooner the market cap gets away from the billions and into the trillions, the better, because it'll just be like the other asset classes that are out there. And honestly, that's just going to mean that, hey, Bitcoin's made it. They're one of them now. And that's a good thing. So guys, that's all I have time for today. I wanted to keep it very short and sweet. Not too much Bitcoin price action going on, not too much price action going on at all. So it's, a pretty boring day. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my page, do so. I am making calls every single day and having a great time and uploading videos basically every single day. So guys, if you're looking to make more money on your trades, this is the channel for you guys. Be sure to subscribe and like. And guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to the pool with the wife and kids and have a great time. It's Friday. 4th of July is right around the corner. I hope you guys are having a great time with your families and enjoying life. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.